As the school year comes to an end, so will construction on our math hallway.
Once school ends, the hallways will be reopened, making way for Phase 4 to begin in the summer.
Reporter Caius Asuncion got to take a look into what this phase encompasses.
Thanks, Lulu. With construction on track of the math hall, Phase 3 will end on time before summer, making Phase 4 start on schedule. This will be essential to the crew as the next phase will be their biggest challenge yet.
Phase 4 of construction handles 3 different buildings, dealing with the CTE and art building, gyms, and the middle section of the A building, which includes the front office, library, journalism rooms, and the neighboring hallways of said areas. Being the biggest phase so far, it will be a big leap of workload from the previous phases.
It's a lot. They have a lot they're tackling this summer. So this is a bigger project and a shorter time frame. The benefit they have this summer is they don't have students and staff here, so they have they can bring in larger crews and knock out more in a shorter amount of time. But it's a big undertaking this summer for sure.
Ensuring timely success, the construction crew has already worked on the small gym during spring break, and with the approval of CPHS librarian Miss Burns, they'll be able to start working in the library next week, closing the space for the rest of the year.
Honestly, when they asked me if it was possible and if there's a way we could make it work, my answer was of course, absolutely, we'll make it work. Mostly because we're not the only project this summer. They've got a lot on their plate, and where we can kind of take one for the team and help maybe get us all prepared and back open in August for start of school, then we're going to do it.
Although students will have to say goodbye to the library early this year, next year they'll say hello to a whole new revamped one. The library will include the usual updates similar to previous phases, and will have lots of unique updates reshaping the area. One new addition, individual seating, located around the 2 main pillars, will help those trying to focus on work or just trying to get some alone time.
You don't get to decide which lunch you have, and so sometimes they may not have lunch with their friends, or they may not have the ability to meet with their friends during din. And so we do actually have a lot of students that come in to sit by themselves. And so I'm excited to offer that individual seating and meet their needs without it taking up kind of the group seating of like a whole table.
Making furniture rearrangement less of a hassle, mobile shelving and tables will be another big change, which will help the librarians set up for student activities.
We also tried to make sure that we had some flexibility to the space, because we currently use the space many times for lots of different needs instead of just din and lunch. Honor societies often have like inductions or ceremonies in here, and we also do like yoga once a month in here, and so we wanted to be able to kind of add some flexibility to the furniture.
Other updates include added windows to the Jedi Temple, a dedicated makerspace, and sound panels in the middle ceiling area, which will allow for better sound flow, making the middle area more usable. Most changes to previous phases weren't planned by teachers, but this isn't the case for Miss Burns, as she contributed a lot to the planning process.
I've been really grateful to our admin team and how much they have let me be involved in the process, and we really tried to prioritize student needs and what the students have been using the space for already, and also where the space could kind of potentially go in the future.
For more updates on construction planning, you can head over to leanderisd.org/committees/BOC. With CPHS News, I'm Caius Asuncion.